So are you seeing what we just described there? Increased foot traffic, increased interest among buyers, and maybe even sellers as rates come off the boil a bit?
Yeah, I think Diana said it very well, Tyler. I mean, we haven't reported our Q4 yet, but I think consistent with what you've heard in some market reports, we saw rates really peak early in fourth quarter. And as Diana said, 8%, maybe even a little higher if you think about, what par rates really look like. So today, seeing rates down under 7% is significant. And, the builders have a number of tools in their toolbox. And I think our ability to assist consumers in today's market is critical. It's probably one of the differences between the new home market and the resale market. But yeah, I am I'm very optimistic. I think we have a nice, healthy backdrop for a very strong 2024.
I want to squeeze in one more question before I let the expert, Diana, talk to the expert, you, Sheryl. But so you mentioned the tools that are in the toolbox. This is something that I've heard several times in talking to other builders. What are those tools? In other words, what should a buyer who is coming to look at one of your properties, what should they be asking for by way of financial assistance to help ease the buying process?
No, it's such a wonderful question, Tyler. And I would tell you there's a reason that we have to work with each individual buyer, because there's not one answer to that question. I mean, I think there's a reason we just got named America's Most Trusted Builder for the 9th year. It's because we don't paint all consumers with the same brush. We have so many programs in the toolbox. Some buyers might need help with closing costs. Some might need that certainty of a 30-year rate today, and so we can help them with a forward commitment in buying down that rate. Some want to build the home of their dreams and might not close for 6 or 8 months. So we have a program called Buy, Build, Secure that allows us to lock in below market rates for them. So it's really about us sitting down with each of our customers, understanding their needs, and putting them together with the right program.
All right, Diana, your question.
Yeah, and I want to talk about those rate buy downs, Sheryl, because we've heard a lot about them from all the builders across the board. That was a big incentive this fall to get buyers in the door, buying down rates as low as 5%. But how does that hitting your bottom line? We just saw KB Home report, and they had good sales, but their margins were not so great. A lot of that because of those rate buy downs.
Yeah, certainly, Diana, as you mentioned, with rates in the, 8% range in the fourth quarter, those buy downs were a little bit more expensive. We've seen the cost of those buy downs come down quite a bit. So I think that when you look at all the ins and outs of what goes into that margin, to your point, and we look at some of the savings on construction costs, I actually think we're in a really good place. Each builder has a different set of programs, so it's hard to speak about another builder's report, but I feel actually really good about the trajectory as I look forward.